How GLP-1 weight loss drugs are revolutionizing the food industry. 2025 update. How GLP-1 weight loss medications are revolutionizing the food sector. In recent times, a remarkable trend has emerged in the United States: the increasing use of weight loss medications, particularly GLP-1 drugs, which are poised to significantly alter the landscape of the food industry by changing consumer eating habits. Currently, approximately 6 million adults, which represents about 2% of the US population, are utilizing GLP-1 medications like Ozempic and Wegovy to assist in their weight loss journeys, as highlighted in a report by Fair Health. With over 137 million Americans, more than half of the adult population, being eligible for these medications, the market for GLP-1 drugs is anticipated to experience explosive growth. The ramifications for food and beverage companies are profound. The appetite-suppressing effects of GLP-1 drugs lead to a notable decrease in the consumption of various food products. A study conducted by Cornell University revealed that grocery expenditures fell by 6% in households where at least one member was using weight loss medications. The billion-dollar question is, how do I encourage someone who feels no hunger to eat again? Posed Bruno Didier, the head of B2B at Cook Unity, during a panel discussion at the IFT First Conference held in Chicago earlier this month. To address this question, it's essential to comprehend how dietary patterns are evolving among users of these medications. Research from the University of Arkansas's Agricultural Experiment Station indicates that GLP-1 drugs not only reduce the quantity of food consumed, but also influence the types of food that individuals choose. Individuals taking GLP-1 medications are consuming approximately 700 fewer calories daily, with a marked tendency to avoid processed foods, sugary drinks, refined grains, and beef. Interestingly, the only food categories that saw an increase in consumption were fruits, leafy greens, and water. Despite the decline in the intake of most processed and sugary foods, the craving for these items remains strong among consumers. This presents a unique opportunity for food companies to cater to the dual desires of consumers for both nutrition and indulgence. In response, companies are innovating by offering smaller portion sizes, more nutritionally dense products, and foods enriched with fiber or vitamins. For instance, Nestlé introduced a new line of frozen products in 2024 designed to be compatible with GLP-1 users, featuring meals that include whole grains, portion-controlled sandwich melts, and pizzas made with cauliflower crust. This shift in focus marks a significant departure from previous strategies where companies primarily promoted low-calorie meal plans aimed at helping consumers maintain weight loss. Today, the emphasis is on providing food that helps prevent muscle mass loss while ensuring adequate nutrient intake. It's crucial to maximize the nutritional value of every calorie consumed, stated David Despain, a senior principal nutritionist at Nestlé Health Science, during the IFT First Conference. We need to transition from merely creating craveable foods to producing options that are both delicious and thoughtfully designed. However, eating transcends mere nutrition. It is a vital social and cultural experience woven into the fabric of daily life. To effectively engage consumers, many companies are now highlighting the social and experiential dimensions of their food offerings. Lydia Alexander, the Chief Medical Officer of Inara Health and occasional diplomat of the Obesity Medicine Association, emphasized that businesses should not assume that food will lose its significance as consumers adopt appetite-suppressing medications. Instead, those companies that invest the most thoughtfulness and care into their packaging, messaging, and nutritional benefits will thrive in this new era dominated by GLP-1 medications. I firmly believe that food will become more important than ever, as it is an experiential aspect of our lives, Alexander concluded. How Wegovy is changing the food industry and your wallet. Economic impact of weight loss drugs. Imagine this. You're shedding pounds, but your wallet is feeling lighter too. The groundbreaking success of Wegovy, a drug developed by the Danish pharmaceutical giant Novo Nordisk, is not just revolutionizing healthcare, it's also stirring up a storm in the economy. While this wonder drug is creating jobs, boosting Denmark's GDP, and putting the country on the global map, it's also having an unexpected side effect. People are eating less, and the food retail industry is already feeling the pinch. But here's where it gets controversial. The drug's success might be a double-edged sword, benefiting some while hurting others. Let's dive in and explore the fascinating and complex world of Wegovy's economic impact. The active ingredient in Wegovy, a hormone agonist known as GLP-1, works by reducing appetite, and this effect is spreading like wildfire. In Denmark, the drug's adoption is skyrocketing. By May 2025, the number of active users had surged by 40%, with 4% of the population already taking it regularly. This number could double among those eligible, painting a vivid picture of a society increasingly reliant on appetite suppressants. And this is the part most people miss. The ripple effects of this trend are far-reaching and multifaceted. While Novo Nordisk is riding the wave of success, local stores and supermarkets are facing a perfect storm. According to the Danish Retailers Association, supermarket chains could lose up to 1.2 billion kroner, roughly $187 million in revenue, due to the reduced appetite of their customers. This trend is expected to intensify if the drug becomes available in tablet form, making it even more accessible to a wider audience. The food retail industry is bracing for impact, and the future looks uncertain. But Denmark is not the only country feeling the heat. Across the Atlantic, Walmart is already experiencing the economic fallout. The retail giant reports that the size of its average shopping basket has shrunk as customers buy less food. This shift is already affecting the share prices of beverage and snack manufacturers, as well as forcing fast food chains and diet programs like Weight Watchers to rethink their business models. The writing is on the wall. The food industry is in for a significant overhaul. According to the latest studies, GLP-1 users spend an average of 9% less on food. This trend is fundamentally shaking the stability of food chains, especially in regions where the drug is gaining rapid traction. The economic landscape is changing, and the food industry is scrambling to adapt. But here's a thought-provoking question. Is the pursuit of a slimmer society worth the economic cost? And who should bear the brunt of this shift? The impact of Wegovy's success doesn't stop at store revenues. Novo Nordisk's meteoric rise is also affecting the labor market, due to the company's insatiable demand for skilled labor. Danish small businesses are increasingly complaining about a shortage of specialists. The drug maker is attracting top talent, forcing other sectors to compete for the remaining workforce. This labor market squeeze is just another layer of complexity in the economic puzzle that Wegovy has created. All this points to a new social and economic reality. In a society obsessed with achieving a slimmer body image, less food is consumed. And this shift is already visible at the checkouts. The food industry is at a crossroads, and the future is uncertain. But one thing is clear. The success of Wegovy is a double-edged sword, bringing both opportunities and challenges. So, what do you think? Is the pursuit of a healthier society worth the economic turmoil? Or should we be more cautious about the unintended consequences of our actions? The debate is open, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. GLP-1 craze. How food brands can stay ahead. The GLP-1 revolution is upon us, promising weight loss, but threatening to upend the food industry as we know it. Yet, amidst this looming storm, there's still time for food brands to adapt and thrive. But here's where it gets controversial. As GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy suppress appetite, they're also altering the way we enjoy food. Imagine a world where your favorite snacks taste dull or even bitter. That's the reality for many GLP-1 users. Research indicates that these medications can make food seem tasteless or metallic, leading to a significant shift in consumer behavior. Market trends suggest that categories like snacking, confectionery, and soft drinks are facing a decline in impulse buys. Yet amidst these challenges, there's a silver lining for brands that act fast. Premium and functional products can grow despite lower volume, and by pivoting quickly, brands can resonate with GLP-1 users. The key? Focus on delivering more value per bite, not just more bites. Innovations that cater to the changing needs of GLP-1 users, such as portion-controlled high-protein meals or functional beverages, are already seeing success. But this isn't just about snacks. Most packaged food businesses can make small adjustments to cater to GLP-1 users. The message for brands is clear: embrace the GLP-1 trend or risk being left behind. As the trend shows no sign of slowing, brands that can tell a story around balance, enjoyment, and self-care will resonate more with consumers. The future of food is shifting, and those who adapt will thrive.